Hi everyone, it's Cindy. Welcome back to Studioloo. I am here with day number 2 of Junk Journal Round Robin. For more details on this collaboration that I am hosting with ChellesCreativeChaos and RedParrot, please check my description box below. You'll find all the details. You'll be able to get the card, know what we're doing, and so on. So today, let's take a look at what's been sent to me. So RedParrot, Mary Ellen, has sent me this lovely little envelope with this cute little flower that I'm going to keep to the side because I always like keeping those kind of things. So these envelopes are so cute. Oh my goodness. So she has sent me 2 really sweet little labels. And they are, I think they might be stickers actually. We'll see. We'll see if they are. I think they are. And then Shell has sent me Okay. It's gonna be an interesting day, my friends. Okay, so Shell has sent me some cool tickets and this really cool anatomical image. Now, you know, the first conflict will come from this bunny, of course, and that it doesn't really go with our friend here. But I like these in their own right. I like them all in their own right. So this might be my first experience of like having to sacrifice an image. So I'll tell you something funny about that. I have a real issue sometimes in the different ways that I use images, like being able to waste any of the image or to hide a certain image or cover it up. So this is actually a good exercise for me. Okay, so this cool anatomical image, what do I want to do? I really want to use this part, and this part I might not use. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think it's a really interesting, cool piece. And I also really like that bit of blue. I'm going to keep a bit of blue on the side there. Now, the height of this, I think it wants to be probably a tag. Okay. Okay. It's funny, we were talking through the month about the planning for all of this, and I think it was Shell said, so just heads up, you know, some of the stuff I send, it might be a little weird, it might challenge you. And I said, oh, don't worry. I've got you. I've got you there. I'm probably going to do the same. Okay. So like these all have a biology aspect to them. Certainly the rabbit and the flower. But if I'm honest with myself, they clearly don't go with this. So what I need to do is just, you know, put on the big girl pants here and get over it. And I want to use these on here as labels. So we're going to fold our little bunny friend over here and remember that we loved him. And then same is true for this flower sticker. I really like what this can do for the piece in terms of the label. But those will go to the back. And these are so cool. Yeah. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to cut out some of these. Because this actually does go with the aesthetic. This kind of reminds me of when I went to see the Body Worlds exhibit. It was really cool. If you're not familiar, I believe he's, I don't know if he's a Swiss artist kind of guy, but essentially I forget his name. Maybe he's German actually. I can't remember. But he basically takes like cadavers that are donated, and he makes, like, he basically fills the bodies with a resin that will keep them, sorry, I just have to decide what I'm doing here, keep them like, you know, almost like taxidermy, but of people. So like they stay stable, and they travel the world, and they do the Body Worlds exhibits, and so they're extremely, you know, informative, detailed, a little creepy. Parts of it did bother me, I'm not gonna lie, especially a pregnant woman with a baby in utero. That really kind of struck me, you know, to think about the things that we're faced with as human beings when tragedy strikes. And so it was an interesting exhibit to go to, because, you know, there was a lot of, like, you know, obviously the bodies are fully, the way that they're prepared is interesting. So if this bothers you, you might want to skip this video, me talking about this, but hopefully, you know, we can have a discussion on anatomy in art. So, you know, all of the skin often turns a yellow hue, or it's completely removed, and only certain parts are left, like the lips, the nipples, like the fingernails are there, the eyeballs, you know, are replaced, those kind of things, like the more deeper tissue kind of things. But yeah, it's quite interesting to look at. And they also had smaller works that were just one system, like just the circulatory system. So they would retain all of the veins, and they would put like black light fluid in them, and put them under black light in these little kind of box like cabinets. And yeah, it was really interesting to see just a circulatory system and all the webbing of the veins just all by itself, you know. And then there was a focus on the different systems. I mean, there's even some very artsy pieces that were like people up on top of a horse, and the horse was prepared in the same manner. So like pretty interesting work, to be honest. So educational, certainly for medical students. When I saw it, it was in Washington, D.C., I think. I can't remember if I went to that one or the Toronto one, because at the time I was traveling back and forth when my husband and I were living in two different countries, and so I would have either seen it with him there or seen it here, but I don't remember. I think it was probably the D.C. Smithsonian where I would have seen it. Gunther von Hagens, that's the name of the artist. I don't know if he still works in this line, or if he does the exhibit still. I'm not sure, but I did get a book from it that's quite interesting. Okay. Whoops. Okay, so I quite like that. I think it's cool. Then I'm going to clip the corners to make it a tag, I think. And I'm going to also stitch around it to just give it a finish. So just give me one moment and I will finish it up. So this is all stitched around now, and I think it's a lot of fun. It's a cool tag. I think it would be really great in, you know, any kind of a science topic journal. And yeah, that was pretty easy little collage. I really enjoyed that. Sometimes it's just so nice to have like something kind of prepared for you, and you could just go ahead and work. So that being said, I will see you tomorrow for day 3 of this round robin. Bye for now.